Psalms 10. Psalms 10. Sorry, 11. He has said in his heart, the Most High has forgotten. He hideth his face, he would never see it. Verse 13. Now read on. Arise, O Yahweh, O power, lift up thine hand, forget not the humble. Wherefore does the wicked contemn the Most High? He has said in his heart, thou wilt not require it.
Job chapter 20 and verse 8, it says, he shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night.
This time it will be personal because when you read Job 30 and I think it's 5 or 6, it says they chased him. Yeah.
It's the book of Job, chapter 30 and verse 5. They were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a fiend.
Yeah, that's the thing. So, and they still came back, but this time it's going to be a permanent driven away, man.
Job 20 and 8 says, he shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye.
That'll be a bad dream.
Yes.
Yeah.
It says, the eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him.
You know your history in the Bible, believe in the Bible. You know who we are. How do we show that we believe in them? What's yours, man? What's all you?
I see my DNA. Christ is within me, within you, so I'm going to
No, there's something he wants us to do, though. Which is?
tell me. Leave them in good spirit.
Repent and be baptized in the kingdom.
Yes, King. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is
Not enough knowing your Israel, man.
No, it's no longer enough, no.
Job 20, verse 9. It says, the eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. Okay, verse 8 of Job 20. He shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 34, verse 1. It says, the hopes of a man void of understanding are vain and false, and dreams lift up fools.
Right.
Whoso regardeth dreams, and that's exactly what he saw. He's dreaming, you know, it's new family. See that?
Yeah. It looks like it, isn't it?
Yeah. That is so cool. New one, all is going to come into play, man. It says,
So looking hard, you know.
it says, whoso regardeth dreams is like him that catcheth a shadow, like, it says, and following after the winds.
You can't catch a wind.
That's what Esau says as well. Follow your dreams. That's what they tell you. Follow your dreams. Chase your dreams. That's what he says.
Like, you only dream when you're sleeping.
That's scripture.
Physically and spiritually.
Verse 10 of Job 20. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hand shall...
That's what we see at times now, like that guy that come up. You know what I'm saying? We got Vine of Israel again.
His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods.
He's gonna give it all back.
his bones are full of the sin of his youth.
That's why the Bible says the wicked are estranged from the womb.
It says his bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue.
Jump down to 18.
Verse 18.
It says wickedness is sweet in his mouth.
He said as well, he hide it under his tongue. That's that part of the counsel.
That's right, that's right. That's right. And when you say, Surah 12 and 16. Surah 12 and 16.
In the book of Sirach, chapter 12 and verse 16, and it reads, "An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes."
Marching with you. Black Lives Matter.
What about the woman that shot the guy in his living room as she's in court weeping?
And then you got that young black dude. That boy. Yeah.
Cuddly like so, you know?
He will weep, or she will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood.
So what else do you want? What else do you
In other words, he don't just want to hurt you, he want to take you
That's
out.
right. Well, he wants you to go with him.
Yeah, exactly. That's
That's right. That's what he knows where he's going.
Yeah,
To take many with him.
that's right.
It's John 20 and 18.
That's why it says he's the accuser of our brethren. Look what they're doing, man. They're making the young people, and look what they're doing. Come on, man. Like, one.
think about it, Israel is actually going to take some of our.
That's right. That's right.
Job 20 and 18. It says, that which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein.
That's right. According to his substance. So he's amassed great wealth. Yeah. The main substance is the kingdom.
Right.
He's going to restore or give back that kingdom. Well, it's going to be taken. It's not be given back. It says the saints of the Most High shall take it.
If you wait for him to hand you anything, you never will.
Will our people have been waiting, or we're still waiting?
He ain't got the power to.
You can't give me power. Yeah. You can't give you 40 acres and a mule, much less a kingdom, you know what I'm saying?
Verse 19, it says, because he have oppressed and forsaken the poor.
So when you read Obadiah, let's start at 11.
Chapter 1, verse 11 reads, in the day that thou... Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Verse 11. Continue. Verse 11. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces.
So the Most High ain't doing none of this for nothing. There's a reason behind everything that the Most High is doing. God.
And foreigners entered into his gates and cast lots upon Jerusalem even thou wast as one of them.
right.
And do you know the funny thing about Obadiah, actually? Just going to quickly add. When you go to Maccabees chapter 1 verse 3, it talks about in there about this point. Yeah. About it being verse 3, but first Maccabees chapter 3, verse about 41 or 40, let me just find it. It's the same point actually. It's around the 40s. Somewhere, yeah, that sounds about right. Somewhere around there, yeah.
It says now, First Maccabees chapter 3 verse 45 says, now Jerusalem laid void as a wilderness.
Yeah.
There was none of her children that went in or out. The sanctuary was also trodden down, and aliens kept the stronghold.
There we go. That's the point. Yeah. Come on, yeah.
The heathen had laid their habitation in that place.
So you see, it was taken over by the heathens, but he calls them aliens. You know, which alien, when you go into alien, is another nation. Stranger, another nation has inhabited that place.
And the joy was taken from Jacob, and the pipe of the harp ceased.
There we go, because none of the original people went in or out of that land. It was somewhere around there, yeah. Did you want that again? Or? Should I take it from 11 again?
Yeah, go on.
This is Obadiah chapter 1 verse 11, and it reads, in the day that yeah.
There you go.
Take it from 11 in there. This is Obadiah chapter 1 verse 11. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates, which we just read, where you could read that account, and cast lots upon Jerusalem.
That was First Maccabees 3:45.
Even thou wast as one of them. Verse 12. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day. Sorry? Oh, for your sake. I must be hearing you. Yeah, verse 12 of Obadiah. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother, in the day that he became a stranger. Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Verse 13. Thou shouldest not have entered into the gates of my people in the day of their calamity. Yea, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity.
When I first read that, I'm thinking, big problem.
When I first heard that, all that kept on sticking in my head is that most I deemed you not even worth until you look at us. That's how much he despised.
Check this out as well. It says, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. So you not only shouldn't have gone in the land and taken the people, shouldn't have taken anything that belonged to, you know, our people.
What has done to do with like,
but unto the wicked.
Yeah, that you should take that covenant in my mouth, your mouth. Yeah. Read on that. Yeah. Verse 14. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his.
So you know them ones that man trying to escape, like, you're hiding. That happened to me when I was younger. It was my problem because I was a thief. Man's hiding.
Don't say that, bro.
Man's hiding. So, he's in there. He's in there.
Or you're running and you got someone doing this, trying to block you.
I saw a video the other day, man. He's still playing superhero. But that's like we spoke about in his first Sabbath. That's the Amalek. We came out, he stood in the ways. I think all we went to do was a cattle feed, right?
No, that's one.
No, that's one.
Exodus.
That that one was
We want to just walk through the land.
that one was the Amorites. Who went past. We said we want him go left or right far.
Pass through, yeah.
That's right. One nation, man.
Verse 14, just from the top of Obadiah. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. Neither shouldest thou have delivered up those.
That's probably Amalek he was chatting about.
Amalek's been doing it.
Sound like two people too.
Well, this is
No, yeah.
well, this is talking about Esau. Then you go up to verse 8, Esau.
No, we
and
know
the
it's
mighty
his,
material.
it's the same shit.
It says, neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress. Verse 15.
So I'm saying, man's hiding. There he is, he's over there. Oh, big sign. You know them one.
Let me tell you something. That also could apply to what happened when 70 AD as well.
They helped. They helped.
Yeah, because they were there as well.
You know something? When I did my studies back in the day, there's this thing I come across. I can't find it again. It's about 20,000 of them. The Romans left behind. So they had us kicked out. And then they stayed in. Then later on the Romans kicked them out. That's when they went up to Poland.
Verse 15 of Obadiah. For the day of Yahweh is near
You see,
upon
it's not
all.
far. It says the day is near. This is why we have to keep patience, because as we were saying earlier, our life is but for a moment, man. Yeah? Go on.
For the day of Yahweh is near upon all the heathen.
That's right.
I like this bit. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head.
That's right.
This is Matthew 18:6. It says, but whoso shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me,
We're the little ones, man. Elect. But it says, he who believes in me.
it were better for him that a millstone were hanged around his neck and that he were drowned in the depth of the sea, man. You're better off dead.
That's right.
Against
That's Sicilian mafia style, right?
And let me tell you something, that's what they did take him. Because not only did they kill him, they put a weight on him and they threw him in. Yeah, that's what they did.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
When you get a picture of his body, you see the water, how long he was probably in
They
it.
did him dirty, you know.
Yeah, and he was probably mashed up his face.
Yeah. Wickedness is exceedingly polluted this earth. Wickedness is dead, so you're better off dead coming against the children of the different power.
Bro, you will be dead.
Yeah, that's what it's reading. It's reading. That's your end game. Death. This is Job 20 and verse 19. It says, because he have oppressed and have forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away an house which he builded not.
And nothing's changed because we're still oppressed today, and they're taking away houses, like getting into a full sense of security, pay this mortgage and this that. Next thing the mortgage rate goes up, you can't afford it, they're repossessed. They don't even give back the money that you paid previously. They still take it from you, and all that you paid previously goes unaccounted for.
If you think you've seen violence, man, you ain't seen nothing yet. This devil's getting ready to show his horns, man. He's gonna let the whole world know who he is soon, if you don't know already.
A lot of our people are going to have to find out the hard way.
Yeah.
Like they say, if you don't hear, you must feel. If you're not hearing the words of Yahweh Shem Shai for a guidance, then you're going to feel the wrath, man. You're going to feel it. It says, verse 19 of
So
Job.
violently taken away. When you look at the Iraq war, made a bag of lies to speak to a man's land.
Verse 20, it says, surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of which he desired. But he wanted this place, which this place continues forever.
That's right.
It says, there shall none of his meat be left, therefore shall no man look for his goods.
Everything's gone.
In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall
See, when he's at his height, God,
he shall be in strength.
and that's what you see now. Because Esau's at his height. So these straits is all these other weak nations now decided to say they're strong. Yeah? Good.
Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him.
That's right. That's 23.
Verse 23 says that. Yeah. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. While your children lay back, you sit, everything's good, peace and safety, and then that sudden destruction come like a woman travailing from a child.
I like that way it says when he's about to fill his belly. You know what that just kind of reminds me of? When you used to watch them Carry On films where one of them somebody's drinking and it's pouring out like you can never fill. They got holes in their belly, so when they're drinking it's just coming straight out.
Belly full, but they're starving.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a lot of still wanted.
Well, you know, you just got your big, you just serve like your big plate of food, you know, today cooking it.
Yeah.
And then
Whoa.
heat up gravy, pour the gravy. It's about to sit down at the table.
And the Most High puts you in the oven.
Yeah.
But with Esau,
And then don't come knocking off the table and start yamming a bit.
with Esau, he wouldn't take it all day, you know.
So yeah, that's in the microwave.
All of 30 seconds.
So this is the book of Job, chapter 21, verses 19 and 20. Verse 19. God, Yahweh power, layeth up his iniquity for his children.
You read about, well, we mentioned it earlier, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers.
He rewardeth him, and he shall know it. Verse 20. His eyes shall see his destruction, and he shall drink of the wrath of the Almighty.
When it say Jeremiah 49,
Yahweh al-Ashad.
they're going to drink all the dregs, man. Just like how we had to drink of that cup. They're going to drink it.
And the fun thing about them drinks, when they start passing your throat, it's gonna make you choke.
Job 19,
Yeah,
25.
20, 19, yeah, 25 to 27.
Book of Job chapter 19, verse 25. For I know that my Redeemer liveth.
That's right, and we know that, man. This is why we have hope. You know, Yahweh, he keeps our faith topped up. And we have that spirit of endurance, because we know that our Redeemer liveth.
Book of Job chapter 19, verse 25. For I know that my Redeemer liveth, and that he shall stand at the latter day
So
upon the earth.
we're trying to look at our latter end. You know, we know what's going to happen in those days, and Yahweh, we're part on the right side of the Most High in them days.
Verse 26. And though after my skin worms destroy this body, yet in my flesh shall I see power.
That's right, that's that 1 Corinthians 15. It says in the twinkling of an eye.
Verse 27. Whom I shall see for myself,
That's right.
and my eyes shall behold, and not another. Though my reins be consumed within me.
And this is what we're hoping for, man. Us to be part of that number in that day. Because we know this place is going down. You can see it. You can feel it, man. There's something in the air.
That's true.
We're going to rejoice in that day. You know, we're able to endure to that day, man. We're going to rejoice in the downfall of these devils. Just like they rejoiced in our downfall to this day. Hey man, we rejoice in our downfall. Even now, even when we read these scriptures, how man, when their future downfall, that's the things that's coming. That's right.
I know it's pretty late. Finish. People first don't run it because this is part of their kingdom too.
Yeah.
It's just that.
Yeah.
Especially that sister who wants to go down on the Titanic.
Isn't it?
I'll be surprised if the most I started checking out from now. And she's losing certain assets. Her pregnancy,
Who knows?
See, the markets, your wealth ain't gonna work the same anymore, man. Your assets can be worth the same as this plank here.
You have to make your new house out of that.
Ain't it? That'll probably work more, because at least you can burn that and keep warm.
That's right.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and verse 1. And it reads, "For the ungodly said, reasoning within themselves, but not aright. Our life is short and tedious."
So, when the scripture says our life is but for a moment, they know that they've only got a short time. They're even telling you that their life is short and tedious.
And in the death of a man, there is no remedy.
In their death, there's no remedy. That's why it says they're reasoning amongst themselves, but not right.
That's right.
Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave.
Not reasoning all right, man. Yeah, that's trying to put no hope in our people.
That's also them saying that they're going to be punished for what they did.
That's right. That's right.
That the Most High forgot it.
Yeah. Verse 2. "For we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been.
They know this. Yeah, they know this, man.
For the breath in our nostrils is as smoke, and a little spark in the moving of our hearts."
So we know that this kingdom ain't got much time left.
That's right.
They know that this kingdom ain't got much time left. This is why they're speeding up their wickedness.
Book of Haggai, chapter 2 and verse 6, it says, "For thus saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushai of hosts, yet once it is a little while, and I will shake the heavens and the earth and the sea and the dry land." And that's the first one coming. Verse 5, it says, "According to the word that I want to jump down to verse 9. It says, "The glory of this latter house shall be greater than of the former, saith the Lord of hosts, and in this place will I give peace, saith the Lord of hosts." So again, there's not no left man for this. The latter house is going to be more glory than what's going on right now.
That's twofold. The kingdom to come is going to be more greater than the kingdom that we had initially, but then our bodies is going to be more glorious than what we have now. You know what I'm saying? That's right.
Yeah, just what the brother said about the third world. This is Revelation chapter 11 verse 14, and it reads, "The second woe is past," which we know the second woe is that second world war. So the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly.
Right,
so we know the third world war is on its way. Yeah.
And it started.
That's right.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and verse 3, and it reads, which being extinguished." Do you want me to go back to 2?
Yeah, read 2, read
Yeah, so it gives, yeah. That's what I thought, actually. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and verse 2, and it reads, "For we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been.
That's right.
For the breath in our nostrils is as smoke, and a little spark in the moving of our hearts." Verse 3, "Which being extinguished, our body shall be turned into ashes, and our spirit shall vanish as the soft air."
They know that ultimately they're not going to be here. The spirit's going to vanish as a soft air. Those that see him shall see no more.
Verse 4, "And our name shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have," and listen to this, "and no man shall have our works in remembrance.
Yeah, in the kingdom it's going to be all righteous, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why it says, Amen. That's why it says, and there shall be no more wars. Yeah, we're going to turn our pruning hooks. Our spears into pruning hooks. You know what I'm saying? Right back now, they're turning their pruning hooks into spears.
And our life, shall pass away as the trace of a cloud, and shall be dispersed as a mist, Salaki, that is driven away. That is driven away with the beam of the sun, and overcome with the heat thereof.
You see? That nuclear.
Verse 5. Yeah, verse 5 of Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2. For our time is a very shadow that passeth away, and after our end there is no returning. For it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh
and
again.
Others can't be using that because them scriptures there, if you're not using, if you're not in the right spirit, you think that there's no incarnation.
Regeneration. But verse 6, because you have to remember when we started at verse 1, and it did say, for the ungodly said, and they weren't reasoning right. So this is what I've been reading. This is all what they've been saying.
They've said some right things, but
That's what's spiritual about it, because this is the reason among themselves.
That's right.
Within themselves too, right? So this is them, they don't actually know this is going to be their life. That's why it's deep, because they don't understand they're speaking their life into existence. Like you have lower level wicked people out there. So that's how they reason among themselves. You know, you only live once. You know, but really it's just gonna be their latter end too. Man. That's why I've never listened to it in that. She folded that second fold bringing it out. Yeah, but I've never I've just checked it a different way now. In the two
Yeah, verse 6 of Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2. Come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things.
Come on, since all of these things, come on, man, we might as well live life to the full. You only live once, as you said.
It says, come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present.
And they're doing
They're
that.
only living for now.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, Job 19. Start 9. What's that? Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was from the beginning. Even my one, I've been hoping from then as well. Yeah.
Job 19 and
Start 9.
this is the book of Job, chapter 19 and verse 9. He have stripped me. He have stripped me of my glory and taken the crown from my head. Verse 10. He have destroyed me on every side.
Yeah, 21 and 9.
21 and 9. This is the book of Job, chapter 21 and verse 9. Their houses are safe from fear.
Read that last one.
This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 and verse 6. Come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present.
This is what they're doing now.
This is the book of Job, chapter 21 and verse 9. Their houses are safe from fear. Neither is the rod of God, Yahweh power, upon them.
Yet.
Yeah,
read that verse.
Alright, verse 10. Their bull gendereth and faileth not.
Everything that they're doing is prospering, man. This is why Jake looks at them and tries to partake as well.
Their cow calveth and causeth not her calf. Casteth not her calf. Verse 11. They send forth their little ones like a flock and their children dance. That's not very true.
This is a song I was trying to remember that when we read this before another lesson. The sound of music. So when they're skipping.
Verse 13. They spend their days in wealth and in a moment go down to the grave. 14. Verse 14. Therefore they say unto God, Yahweh power, depart from us, for we desire not the knowledge of thy ways.
Because when you pick up the knowledge of Yahweh, Shai, there are certain things you can't do.
Yeah, 15, yeah. What is the Almighty that we should serve him? What profit shall we have if we pray unto him?
But it's the Most High that's making him to get all of this anyway. That's the what's the word? The trick back of it all. Yeah. 10, start from
This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 verse 6. Come on therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present, and let us speedily use the creatures like as in youth. Now jump down to 10. Verse 10. Oh, maybe.
Oh, you put your preaching. No, you put out the preaching.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah. Sounds right.
I think he did.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 verse 10. Let us oppress the poor, righteous men. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient grey-haired of the age.
Part of the curse as well, where it says,
Alright, so this is the book, it's quite a long one now. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 11, verses 41 to 46. It's quite long. For the earth hast thou not judged with truth. Verse 42. For thou hast afflicted the meek. Thou hast hurt the peaceable. Thou hast loved liars.
You hear that? I says, thou hast hurt the peaceable. Because when they came over, we were teaching them stuff. What did they do? Took you into slavery. That's the thanks you got. Yeah.
Thou hast loved liars and destroyed the dwellings of them.
you know why it says, the servant, ye are your father the devil and the lust. Yeah, he was a liar from the beginning.
The dwellings of them that brought forth fruit and has cast down the walls of such as did thee no harm. Verse 43. Therefore is thy wrongful dealing come up unto the highest, and thy pride unto the mighty. Verse 44. The highest also have looked upon thy proud time, and behold, they are ended, and his abomination are fulfilled.
Right.
Verse 45. And therefore appear no more, thou eagle,
That's right.
nor thy horrible wing,
That's right.
nor thy wicked feathers, nor
These are all the offshoots of Esau. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got the head honcho, like hold up, Sirach 10 and 2.
When he read earlier that he spreadeth his
Yeah, like green bed tree. Sirach 10 and 2.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter or Ecclesiasticus, chapter 10 and verse 2, and it reads, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers.
That's the wings, the feathers, all wicked, man.
Makes up the body.
And is that?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, read on that.
And therefore appear. This second Ezra, chapter 11, and about verse 45. And therefore appear no more thou eagle, nor thy terrible wing,
Nor your officers.
Because what does the wing do? It spreads itself.
nor thy wicked feathers, nor thy malicious heads, plural, nor thy hurtful claws,
Them talons. Yeah.
Laws, wicked laws.
Yeah, that, because you know,
Claws.
yeah,
But yeah, you can say
because you know, like the talons of the eagle, it grabs into you. Same way how they do with their laws, they sink, embed it into you. Yeah.
So
No.
the head is sick, the whole body is sick.
Yeah.
nor all thy vain bodies. Verse 46. That all the earth may be refreshed
That's right. That's right.
and may return, being delivered from thy violence, and that she may hope for the judgment and mercy of him that made her. It's long. 11.
Because 12 is the week, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the tail end.
Yeah, down to 21.
I'll read from 10 down. I'll take it from 10 again. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and verse 10. And it reads, let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us,
It's not just any poor.
yeah, the poor righteous man. Let us not spare. And it's funny, you know, because, you know, you don't really give that much thought. The poor righteous man. Who would be deemed righteous? Only those who keep the laws of the Most High. It's only people that would be deemed righteous.
But this is how you know they're wicked. Why do you want to oppress the righteous? Why do you say, oh, let us oppress the wicked?
Oppress themselves.
In the book of James, chapter 2, and verse 5. Hearken, my beloved brethren, have not God Yahweh power chosen the poor of this world, rich in faith, and heirs to the kingdom,
That's why they want to oppress the poor righteous man. He's rich in faith, something they would never have.
And he's an heir to the kingdom, which they ain't.
which he hath promised to them that love him.
Because like it says, I mean, like, how are you going to get another man's riches? You got to steal them.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
That's the only way you get it.
Yes.
So that's basically, you know? Yeah.
So,
Bring it up.
book of Psalm chapter 94 verse 21. They gather themselves together against the soul of the righteous and condemn the innocent blood. Verse 22. But Yahweh,
Verse 20. Verse 20. Mischievous law, no by mischief.
shall the throne of iniquity.
Yeah. Start 20.
Book of Psalm chapter 94 verse 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by a law?
So this is how they oppress the righteous. Yeah? Their laws for their policies, man. Go on.
Verse 21. They gather themselves together against the soul of the righteous and condemn the innocent blood. Verse 22. But Yahweh is my defense and my power, is the rock of my refuge.
That's right.
Verse 23. And he shall bring upon them their own iniquity,
That's right.
and shall cut them off in their own wickedness. Yea, Yahweh our power shall cut them off.
That's right. So in their own wickedness, man, they're mutes. That's a wicked intention, man. They're going to fall upon their own sword.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 57. This is like a verse, chapter 58, verse, start at 3. Start at 10. It says, the righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance.
That's right.
He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked. So that the man shall say, verily, there is a reward for the righteous. That's part of the reward, man. That's dancing in the blood of our enemies. It says, a reward for the righteous, verily.
When Yahweh returns,
He is a power that judgeth in the earth.
we get some simpletons out here.
And it's the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 25. It says, my children suffer patiently, which a lot of our people lack the patience. It says, my children suffer patiently the wrath that have come upon you from the Most High. So what we need to realize as well, that everything we're going through is from the Most High, but He's not doing it. He doesn't take pleasure in putting you to death. He wants to build you up. He wants to strengthen you. This is a building process and a battle. He wants us to continue battling.
Understand He's the only one that can get us out of this.
Here's one of Rabban's visuals. Serpent queen.
And this battle takes patience, man. You might have a 12-round boxing match. You can't expect to win it in the first round. You might have to go the full stretch.
That's right.
It says, my children suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from the Most High, for thine enemy has persecuted thee. But shortly thou shalt see his destruction, and shalt tread upon his neck. Time soon come.
Yeah, verse 10. Yeah, verse 10. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 10. Let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient grey-haired of the age. Verse 11.
That's what I want to bring up. Deuteronomy 28.
So your God's chosen, man.
And 49, Yahweh shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand, a nation of fierce countenance, who shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
Yeah, I mean, so now people realize that. They don't give a damn about your kids, about your granddaddy. They don't give a damn. They don't care.
Yeah. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 11. Let our strength be the law of justice.
It says, let our strength be the law of justice. The brother read it earlier. He's still in Psalms. Read that Psalm 94 and 28.
Psalm chapter 94, verse 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by a law?
That's their law of justice. But this is how they bring justice on us by their law, but you know, it's ways used like no, it's not. It's not. Because you and Esau will do the same crime, or you and someone else of the other nation, but you're the one they were using to make the example. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we're going to make an example to show you not to abuse the law, then Esau gets a flag.
Let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth.
Yeah, your law ain't worth shit.
Verse 12 of Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2. Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn.
We're not for you, man. It's like, we speak out against the wickedness that you do. We expose the wickedness with the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And it's not for your turn. Like it says, the prophets of old, what did they do? They didn't come up and say, God bless this kingdom. No, they prophesied against the kingdom, man. They're not for your turn.
And he is clean, contrary to our doing.
That's right. That's why they're going to set apart.
He upbraideth us with our offending. Yeah, correct them with their offending. Yeah, and they don't want to be corrected.
They shut us down, anti-Semitism.
Exactly. Yeah.
The so-called black man's allowed to call himself anything else but an Israelite.
That's right.
Yeah. He upbraideth us. He upbraideth us with our offending the law. And
you see, we upbraid them for them offending the law. That's the same law of justice they were talking about.
And objective.
And the way he said it was like the incredulity of it. He's offended. They're upbraiding us for offending our own laws. Right.
And objective to our infamy, the transgressing of our education.
Hey, that's pride in them.
Hey, that's wicked.
I know.
Now, you know we're the worst in the world. We know the most infamous, but you can't say nothing about
Why
that.
you to speak out against that?
I'm telling you, upbraid us about it. There's a problem. Verse 13. He professeth to have the knowledge of the Most High.
Yeah, and we're gonna, Rotterdam, we'll be proven right. Rotterdam, we make it to the end. You know what I'm saying?
And this is their problem. Even what they do with Kanye is the next verse that's
right.
coming out. This is their problem. I'm going to read that verse again, and then the next part of that same verse. Verse 13 of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2. What am I saying? Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 13. He professeth to have the knowledge of God, which is of Yahweh. Here we go. And he calleth himself the child of the Lord of Yahweh. You can't do it now. That's a problem.
See,
that's right.
Christian,
anything.
Rainbow man, whatever, anything else except for who we actually are.
Black. No sex.
Nigger.
You can be a no sex person.
Pronouns he, she, him and them.
As soon as you call yourself an Israelite, they're like, you better keep an eye on those. Better keep an eye on them. Call themselves Israelites.
They're remembering who they are.
That's right. The cheek of it.
And you know the thing is, right?
On my watch.
And the thing is, you see with Kanye, they didn't see that coming. I don't think they saw that coming. No.
What they do is bring him back into the office, sit him down, reprogram, rejig it with the what's that? The MK Ultra. MK Ultra, and he comes out hugging Donald Trump again. So, that's what happens when you get too mixed up with Amalek. When you Kanye West is in too deep with Amalek. So really, it doesn't really matter what he says because he's already.
Well, he hasn't apologized. I mean,
speaking as a man, I personally believe, because there's a chance that he might be of the elect or the 1/3, right? But I believe personally, I'm just speaking as a man. I'm not saying this is going to happen or not, but I believe that if he is truly of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, I believe he'll be marked of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. His platform is too high on a platform to where they will have to take him out.
No. Just like they took out many other celebrities that want to speak out. So-called celebrities, shall we say. A celebrity means celebrating someone's ability.
And I also believe that if that does happen, speaking as a man again, I'm not saying that's going to happen in the scripture. If that does happen, that's going to be a big part of a lot of Jake waking up.
And you know what? And that was the problem because when you look at West, he's kind of known throughout the world. He's the most famous because look at some of the others. Like they kind of said this late in their career. He's at his peak of his career when he's come out and said this, and that's a problem.
This is why they're doing that to him. This is why they'll take him behind closed doors and reprogram his brain.
Adidas dropped him. As soon as they dropped him, they lost about 4% of shares. Just in that same second they dropped him. But you see, that's the point. But you see, they don't get shows. They don't care about the money. That's the point. They didn't care about the 200 million they lost in just dropping him like in that one day. They didn't care because it's not about the money.
That's one thing Jake don't understand.
Yes.
It's
never about the money. It's never about the money. Was a way of means to control your spirit.
This is why they give these people this money. They give it to you freely because they don't care about it. It really means nothing. Okay, take this, but now we own your soul and we will control what spirits are on you.
That's the point right there.
And you see what as well? Whether he is part of the elect or not, the fact is, him saying that, someone will wake up.
Yes, that's right.
Yes. So people here, and you know the funny thing is, right? Because most times we use him to wake up.
That's right.
Yeah, no, that's the whole point.
And that's what
That's another way of getting the word out there. That's right. Yeah.
I've got someone hear him and be like, chat shit, or whether
you still, yes, bears to mind, and especially like when it's someone influential says it, it sticks with you more than six brothers on the street. Do you know
and that
what
goes to
I'm saying?
whether you love him or you hate him.
Yes.
They're going to be on Kanye's arsenal big time
Of
now.
course.
They're going to be on him and they're going to, just like not on as high a scale, but remember Cat Williams? He started talking out, he started saying certain truths.
Put right back into position.
Certain parties.
On his knees.
Yeah, but what did they make him do? They sent police to his house every day, took his kids from him, started raiding his house every day, locked him up every day. That's what they do, start destroying you. Put the pressure on.
But you gotta remember, those but you know why they can do that? Because they run the media, they run they run everything. Wicked. There we go, from the beginning. So they can say something on the news, but you know, and keep saying it, and you, whether it's true or not, you start believing.
Most of the time it's not true.
No, but
this is the father of lies.
But the point is you believe it because
they bring out on TV what is the truth, so you believe it to be the truth. This is the that's why it's called Babylon at the end of the day. This is the confusion that they speak.
Basketball playing the same trouble as
Oh, yeah, right about now, yeah.
he was promoting the Negroes.
Oh, the film.
The film and the book.
And Nike have just cancelled his contract. Nike have just cancelled his contract.
Look at that.
But see, they don't care. They're willing to lose money to make sure this truth doesn't get out. Whereas us now, when you hear that,
to lose.
I don't mean when I say us, I don't mean us here. It's in like the people in the high status. They will start retracting because people start falling away from them, and this $1 billion deal they have or whatever, they see it start to hurt their pocket. So they'll now be forced to apologise. Well, I didn't mean that, you know. And then some of them, we've seen it happen.
There's a lot to do with it, but once you've got to such a level of so-called riches, right, it goes deeper than that with them. As long as you've got to remember, these people have information on these people, right? Their blackmailing comes into play. These people have been compromised, right? They've had to fulfill certain rituals and do certain things to where these things were let out. Now you're going to be ashamed. Like, other things, they'll threaten your family with death. That's understanding the levels that these devils will go to.
No,
they know. They partake in it.
No, you're right, because even today when I was on my way up here, I was reading an article on the train, actually, like while I was coming up, and there was even saying something about what you just said, like the Illuminati or whoever it is that's controlling the stuff.
So good.
Yeah, well, that's why I didn't want to say that exactly. But But like what they'll do, they'll find a girl, people have a picture taken with you with a child and all that. So if you step out of line, they'll push that forward and like shame your neighbor, you know, boom, everybody starts to give you a wide berth.
So even though Kanye was bringing out certain truth, he still swore to secrecy. That's right. He still swore because he knows what's going on inside. He knows what's going on, but he knows his life is on the line if he brings out certain information. So he does it in drips and drabs, like he does it a little bit here, a little bit there. Because if he could, he did it. If he put it up like the brothers live every day, saying, "Look, brothers, wake up me," but he can't do that.
That's why he speaks in code. If you watch his interviews and stuff, he speaks this kind of a code to where, like you said, he doesn't say as much as he could say.
That he wants to, yeah.
Saying it in bits and pieces, and even you know who even done that? Michael Jackson done that.
Yeah. But he was cancelled. He got cancelled.
Physically.
No, that's what I'm saying. He got cancelled.
Many times he tried to speak out, and he got shut down.
Economically, and then they labelled him one of the worst things you could label anybody, a paedophile. See that? On top of that, they literally killed him and said he killed himself. And then when they did the autopsy, they literally proved, so it's been proven that the doctor had a hand in it.
We know that we can repent of all these things, right?
Yes.
And he's making them repent.
Yes.
But also, let's not forget that the main reason they don't come out is because, like the brother said, they sold their souls, man. They've also been complicit in a lot of this wickedness that's going on. They've killed, they've robbed, they've murdered, they've raped.
Sacrifice on the left hand side.
Yes.
I've got precept. This is it's the book of Psalms, chapter 59, and I'll start at 5. It says, "Thou therefore, O Yahweh, power of hosts, the power of Israel, awake to visit all the heathen. Be not merciful."
Yeah, I know it is. I see that he's reading with passion right now. You know.
"Be not merciful to any wicked transgressions. They return at evening. They make a noise like a dog and go round about the city. Behold, they belch out with their mouth. Swords are in their lips. For who say they doth hear. But thou, O Yahweh, power shall laugh at them and shall have all heathen in derision. Because of his strength will I wait upon thee, O Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, my defense. The power of my mercy shall prevent me. Yahweh shall let me see my desire upon my enemies. I'm going to read the last bit. It says, slay them not, lest my people forget. Scatter them by thy power and bring them down, O power, our shield. For the sin of their mouth and the words of their lips, let them be taken in their pride, and for cursing and lying which they speak. Consume them in wrath, consume them, that they may not be, and let them know that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi ruleth in Jacob unto the ends of the earth. Shalom. That's why you know the walls the house of David are being brought back up, man. That same spirit David was in, man. That's the spirit that the elect are gonna be in. Because we trust me, man. Brothers are patiently waiting to see the downfall of our enemies, man, and that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi rise up to the prayer, man.
That's right.
Because man, we hate this place, man. We hate you damn devils, man.
Baruch 4 and 32, it says, miserable are the cities which thy children served. Miserable is she that received thy sons, for as she rejoiced at thy ruin and was glad of thy fall.
Who's she, man? That's that great whore, man.
That's right.
That's that harlot that sits up on the
Great
beast.
many waters.
So shall she be grieved for her own desolation. For I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning. For fire shall come upon her from the everlasting,
That's right!
long to endure, and she shall be inherited of devils for a great time.
That's talking about the land of America, man.
Right.
That's talking about the new Babylon, man. That great whore, man. Which is going to be wiped off this earth. You see the movies, man. You see the movies. That land's going to be inhabited by what? What's it say?
Owls
by
and
owls
wild
and, you know,
things.
birds of prey.
And
And you can see it, man. You can actually see it, you know, like the Most High's given us vision through these movies and stuff. We can actually see it.
We can see it.
Yeah, but
That's why he didn't even say we. They said like, they can't see it. It wasn't given unto them to see.
that's right.
Discernment,
it wasn't given the eyesight.
which is given to those that are actually seeking diligently Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi. It will be revealed unto them.
So the rest is the spirit slumbers.
That's right.
No matter how much you try, you can sit there, like the brother said before, he sat down 5 hours with a brother.
Yeah,
they ain't got that, you know,
great
that
one.
discernment, or, you know, they ain't gonna get it. The Most High has put that veil over their eyes.
Or have not Israel not obtained what they seek it for?
The elect.
The election have obtained it, but the rest were blind.
You sow wickedness, you reap wickedness, you sow righteousness, and then righteousness will come to your way. Simple as that.
But
Book of Psalm chapter 94 verse 12. Blessed is the man whom thou chastenest, O Yahweh, and teach him out of thy law. Verse 13. That thou mayest give him rest from the days of adversity.
That's the whole point of the affliction that we go through, that we can get rest at the end of everything.
And the fact that we deserve this.
Oh, there you go. No, it's the same I'm saying. We all consider that, and you know, like you said, we deserve it. We need it. You know what I mean? We need it.
The Psalm chapter 94 verse 12. Blessed is the man whom thou chastenest, O Yahweh, and teachest him out of thy law, that thou mayest give him rest from the days of adversity, until the pit be digged for the wicked.
That's right. Like brother said, we need our rest. We see Esau and his other nations at rest. They're at ease. So we understand Yahweh Shem El Shai is perfectly balanced. So they get rest and they're at ease. There's going to be a point where we're at rest and we're at ease.
And then after that, everyone's going to be at ease.
The difference is that our rest is going to be for eternity.
That's right.
Yes. So I have two precepts. One is from the New.
Bring it out.
Bring it out.
One from the New. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 12, verse 16 to 17. Verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person.
This is the example that we don't want to follow. You know what I'm saying?
As Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. Verse 17.
That was a bad bite.
For ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected.
That's the foundation. Yeah, no doubt. I'm saying.
Do you want me to add to this?
He was rejected, for he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears. And then the other precept I had is in 1 Samuel chapter 15, verses 32 to 33. 32. Then said Samuel, bring ye hither to me Agag, the king of the Amalekites. And Agag came unto him delicately, and Agag said, surely the bitterness of death is past.
Moses said, don't forget it, man.
Right?
Samuel,
Delicately, like he's your friend. That's how he's come to him, like he's your friend.
Surely my, the time of death is past. Right? Verse 33. And Samuel said, as thy sword hath made women childless, so shall thy mother be childless among women.
That's right.
And Samuel hewed Agag in pieces before the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai in Gilgal. So that's it is what it is.
It says in 2 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 7, it says, Then answered and I said, what shall be the part in the sand of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he saith unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born, of him Jacob's hand held fast the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
that's what we're trying to be, man. Part of that second kingdom. Second part that follows along with us.
The kingdom of heaven is at hand.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 and verse 12. Therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean contrary to our doings. He upbraideth us with our offending the law,
The cheek of it.
and objective to our infamy, the transgressing of our education. Verse 13. Right out the window actually. Verse 13. He professeth to have the knowledge of the Most High, and he calleth himself the child of Yahweh. Verse 14. He was made to reprove our faults. Verse 15. He is grievous unto us, even to behold, so even to look at. When they just look at you, it upsets them.
That's why they deal with us the way they do.
Yeah.
As I was saying, I see three when there's only one of us.
You know, that boldly, that's the way how we shout openly, but obviously it goes on to all of us.
Verse 15 of Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2. He is grievous unto us, even to behold, for his life is not like other men's. His ways are of another fashion.
That's right. Why? Because we're now rehearsing those righteous acts, taking ourselves out of the world.
That's right, that's right.
Verse 16. We are esteemed of him. We are esteemed of him as counterfeits.
Yeah, frauds. You're not the real Jacob Lowe's.
He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness. He pronounceth the end of the just
Oh, you see.
to be blessed.
That's why we tell our people to repent, man. The kingdom of heaven is at hand.
And maketh his boast that God is his Father.
That's right. And the Most High is our Father, whether we like it or not.
Yeah, verse 17.
Yeah.
Let
Read,
us,
Exodus 4:22 says, Israel is my son, even my firstborn.
verse 17 of Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2. Let us see if his words be true.
Yeah, and we will see. You know, we'll patiently wait it out. Because we know that these words are faithful and true. Yeah? That's right.
Let us prove what shall happen in the end of him.
Yeah, but you're also going to prove what's going to happen to your end as well, man.
Verse
We're not
18.
just talking about our end, we're talking about your end as well.
The thing about it is that we're seeing that our words be true
That's
right now.
right, that's right.
Verse 18. For if the just man be the son of the Most High, he will help him and deliver him from the hand of his enemies.
Satan for you, man. That way spoke to how we shy up with us.
Verse 19. Let us examine him with despitefulness and torture.
That's why some of us are going to have to go for it, man. Yeah. And even when you're going for it, you still have to hold fast to the end.
That's right, yeah? Yes. Let us examine him with despitefulness and torture.
Look at Eliezer. He went through that. Look at the 7 brothers and their mother. They went through that.
That we may know his meekness and prove his
That's why it
patience.
says,
That's why we have to have patience.
yeah, as gold is tried through fire. So,
I was going to say as well, how much should I shine? Might put you through so much, like put you to the brink of where you think you're going to lose your life or...
And you might even lose your life.
He wants to make sure through this, you're still fighting. He's trying to build up soldiers. He wants to know that you're going to be, that you got his back. He doesn't want to see you go through, you know, you go through a bit of a hard time and then you're like, nah, you know what, I have to go back into the world.
stony ground, man.
I'm going back into the world.
He wants to know that you're going to be faithful.
Yeah, it's not. He wants to see,
You can't please him without.
he's going to make you fall. He's going to make you fall and say, is he going to pick himself up? Let's see if he's going to pick himself up. Or is he going to curl up into the wall and play dead?
And that's happening with our children, man. After the second hour, make him go on, man.
That's right,
Then
yeah.
drop once he's there, then that way
Then
you
you
learn.
learn.
Verse 20. of Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2. Let us condemn him with a shameful death. See that? So that's what they're going to do. Yeah. Let us condemn him with a shameful death. For by his own saying he shall be respected.
That's right.
It's alright, because now Yahweh is sitting on the right hand
That's
side of
right.
Yahweh.
So well done, my good and faithful servant.
That's right, yeah. Verse 21. Such things they did imagine.
You see, these are their imagination, but at the end of the day, their own thoughts, their own sword is going to fall back.
Yeah. Such things they did imagine and were deceived. For their own wickedness hath blinded them. Yeah.
Yes, there you go, man. This is the kingdom of the wicked. Don't be surprised by the things that we see. Because these things must come to pass for us to gain our kingdom.
And even we say that the kingdom of heaven is being established right now as we speak. Some people have to understand. We are the kingdom.
That's right.
And we have to understand there was no prophet, when you go into these scriptures, was raptured before the disaster. They all stayed faithful to the end. Basically, yeah, they stayed faithful to the end.
So this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, and verse 23. And it reads, O Lord Yahweh, I know that the way of man is not in himself. It is not in man that walketh to direct his steps. And then I'll precept that in Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 9. And it reads, A man's heart deviseth his way, but the Lord Yahweh directeth his steps. Now precept that again with Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 1, and it reads, The preparations of the heart in man, and the answer of the tongue is from the Lord Yahweh. And then I'm going to wrap it up with Proverbs chapter 20 and verse 24, and it reads, Man's goings are of the Lord Yahweh. How can a man then understand his own way?
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 19, verse 21. And it reads, There are many devices in a man's heart, nevertheless the counsel of the Lord Yahweh that shall stand.
And we just read some of the laws of the neighbors. The wicked's going to disappear like the mist.
There's going to come a time, right?
Puff of smoke.
This is the book of Hebrews chapter 10 verse 31. It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power.
Right.
This is the book of Psalm chapter 50 verse 22. Now consider this. Ye that forget the power, it shall tear you in pieces, and there be none to deliver.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 15 and verse 3. And it reads, The eyes of the Lord Yahweh are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. I precept that with the book of Sirach, chapter 39 and verse 19. It reads, The works of all flesh are before him, and nothing can be hidden from his eyes. And I precept that one more time with Sirach 23 and 19. And it reads, Such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of Yahweh are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men, and considering the most secret thoughts.
We got Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 7. It reads, Wisdom is a principal thing, therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. And we precept that with Psalms 111, as you know by now, verse 10. And it reads, The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom. A
commandments. His praise endureth forever.
That's it. I don't say that. I know Miyake's got that. And I'm going to finish off today, keeping it brief. Finish off, as you know by now, this is the conclusion of the whole matter. Everything we brought out prior, today, and for future lessons. And this is the conclusion of the whole matter. When all is said and done, this is the conclusion. And it reads, Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Every Israelite man, woman and child.
That's right.
Verse 14. For Yahweh shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. So as I always say, you know what you're doing behind closed doors. Your brothers don't know what Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai does. And you will be recompensed, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
So with that, we're going to close out and give all glory for the praises
To Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Baham, Rakah, Badash, Bahashallah. Wapapau, a Waflapapau, Bokawayam, Wadawami.
And what he's about to say. And with that, we're not yet. Now we out. You've got him a view.